Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrappy and Kane. Today I'm sharing a layout for 2000 Reasons to Scrap, which is a celebration hop for Christine Harden, who has reached 2K subscribers here on YouTube. I'm also playing along with Scrap Timber. Today's prompt is hearts, and I have three little tiny photos of myself and my two boys, and I'm going to use those photos on the layout to use as my inspiration for my reason of scrapbooking. I also have some metal dies that I got at Michael's, and I'm going to use the longer one to cut out a film strip. So I have some Vicki Boutin embellishments here. These are a mix from all of her collections from American Crafts. I just went looking for lots of words. I was working on another layout that is using Vicki Boutin, and I was like, you know what? I could use a lot of these words for the prompt that Christine had for her 2000 subscribers, which is to use 20 items on your layout that explain your reason for scrapbooking. So I thought lots of the words from Vicki Boutin collections were perfect to use, along with a couple of photos and some chipboard pieces. And I really like the way this layout turns out. So I have a couple of thicker packs that also have more words from Vicki Boutin. And mainly I'm going to use this one here that I'm showing right now. I pull off a couple of the little hearts that are on there. I pull off a couple of the words off of that puffy one, or actually one of the words, remember. And then on this one here, I'm going to pull off a couple of the stickers also, including this title piece up here at the top that says this here. And then I'm going to use these thicker letters here, which I said before in a different video, that I'm not really sure if I like the ransom letters, but I like the way that it turns out on this layout, mainly because I use black and white to spell family. And I just like the way that it looks on the layout. And then I'll pull off the scissors off of that other thicker pack. So it was kind of like a random pick for all through Vicki Boutin to create this layout, and I really liked the way that it turned out. I loved the prompt for using, explaining why you scrapbook. So here I have a few 12 by 12 papers that are from a paper pad. I believe those are from, oh, what is that one called? Discover and Create. And I end up not using any of the pattern papers actually, except for the newspaper print, this one here, as my background. And then I used the rainbow one, but I only used the blue section to cut out the film strip. And I could have used the blue scrap paper instead, but I really liked the ombre effect. So going from a lighter blue to a darker blue in the film strip. And I think it matches our clothes in the photos since they're a mix of blues. And then I have on a black shirt. So I decided to put the film strip on a black piece of paper torn right through the middle. I thought that would make your eyes go straight to the photos first and then look around and see all the words and, see what I was trying to explain. And on the back of this layout is also going to have personal journaling from myself to my kids and explaining why I did scrapbooking. So here I have an ephemera piece, which is like a notepad that's opened up, and this little cute layered up ephemera piece that Vicki Boutin is known for. I liked the way that it looked next to this notepad, and it kind of highlights this photo a little bit more than the other photos. And this photo is of both of my boys together, so it's kind of more like my main reason to scrapbook. So that's why it needed a little extra. And then I have the two other photos over here, one with myself and then another cute little photo of the boys. I've already scrapbooked these family photos in a larger format, so I was totally fine with using little itty bitty photos. They're like 1 inch by 2 inches, I believe. They fit perfectly in the film strip. So that was the reason for using the smaller photos, plus because I'm going to add lots of words to this layout. But again, I really like the way that it turned out. So the first couple of words I added was the details. and then let's do this. And on the notepad, it says note to self. So I'll explain what I'm going to do over there in a minute. Up here at the top, I'm going to add the title. And like I said, I'm going to use that colorful this here. And then I'm going to use black and white letters to spell out family. This strip here says every picture tells a story, which is truly what I believe. I love photographs. I always have. And I have taken lots of photos of my boys throughout the years. So I did a little like tree branch over here and then a little house, and that chipboard house came from fern wood. And then I have a little like what is that called? A little dandelion over here, and it's not a dandelion. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I mean. Where you blow on it, make a wish. That little flower over there, right next to family. So I'm going to glue down all of these and get my title all glued down and in place. And then I will come back at the end and I'm going to add the little hearts up here with family also. But I don't do that till the very end. I'm going to go ahead and lay down my photos in that little note piece. And then over on the notepad, I'm going to use a few more words. One is don't stress, and that's because that is my motto for scrapbooking. I don't stress over it. I just let it come to me, and whatever inspires me at the time, that's what I scrapbook. And then a bright idea, which I thought was kind of cute because you need a bright idea in order to scrapbook. You have to be inspired by something in order to get layouts done. I try to do a little bit of scrapbooking every day, and I also enjoy doing it. So if I don't enjoy it or I'm not enjoying the process, I'll put it away and come back another day. And then the last one is doing my best. And that's something that I tell myself all the time. There's no time restrictions on getting the layouts done. Whatever I get done is doing my best. I did my best to get it all done. Up at the top above the family photo, I added another chipboard piece that says this is us. And then down below the family photos, I'm going to add more wordy stickers that say documenting the happenings. This is the stuff that matters. Loving every minute. An original is worth more than a copy. This is so freaking special. I love that this is so freaking special because I think scrapbooking is very special. Not everybody has a scrapbook of their entire childhood from birth until they graduate high school and beyond, if you're lucky, um, because their parents didn't make them for them. So my mom made albums for us as little girls, except for they were in the old magnet albums, and it was just all of our pictures throughout the years all together in an album. And I think that's pretty special too. But I took it one step further and I made my boys' albums more like this layout here. And they have lots of albums. Will they keep all of them when they grow up? Probably not. And that's okay because, again, I do it for my own little creativity and mental output. So up at the top, I added the hearts and little gold circles, little black and gold circles that have a heart also. So that's for scrap timber. Down at the bottom, I added stars and then I added snapping photos, full heart, because again, I love taking pictures. So that makes my heart happy. I added the scissors over there by doing my best because that's the little like scrapbooking area. And I love the way this layout turned out. I love Christine's prompt and congratulations on 2K. That is amazing. I am trying to get to 1K and hopefully I will get there very soon. There is a playlist down below for the hop, and also check out Christine's page because I believe there's a giveaway also attached. And like and subscribe to my channel and Christine's if you haven't checked it out before. And thanks for coming by. I will see you in the next video. Bye.